Procurement, the National Health Insurance, Independent Corrupt Practices Commission, the EFCC. Many people even forgot that we are the ones who brought all this together. The Universal Basic Education Commission, the Tertiary Education for TED Fund, others, the universities would have already died, but for what that institution we created. And you know, the National Communications Commission. I was serving as Minister of Information at that time. Believe you me, small as I am, we're the one who did the first memo about this thing this GSM that we're kind of enjoying now. I took the memo to President Obasanjo, and one of the things that the PDP leaders do, when there's something good, they approve. I took it to him and said, now look, the whole of Nigeria, we have less than 500 lines in the whole country. Less than 500,000. But here is a new technology. If we bring it to Nigeria, we'll soon be able to have millions of lines. He said, Jerry, I wasn't Minister of Communication. I was just Minister of Information. But I got information, and I mobilized and informed him well. And he acted. And Obasanjo, fantastic leader, he approved. And then once we approved, we set up the NCC. We had to set the first lines. You have to now find out who those who have the engineering capacity to be able to roll it out. Please, when you are in government, you are doing things, give jobs to those who are able to do. Don't follow, otherwise they will let you down. People with capacity. People that are coming out to buy, they are not coming here. Then I got information. Alhaji Shehu Malami, he was an ambassador in South Africa at that time. I think he's now passed on to glory. I told him I was coming to South Africa. I was Minister of Information. And I went to South Africa. The president and Thabo Mbeki and Mandela were very, very nice. I now went to the headquarters of the MTN. I said, MTN, you are not coming to Nigeria. You don't know what you are missing. Come, because I was told they have the technology to roll it out. Come and buy this particular thing that we are selling now. Come, because they are not coming here at all. I convinced them. I pleaded with them. They didn't come and went back. And so they came, and they bought something, the first line was given to them. The first license, was given to them. And other ones came on. When the MTN came, and they were really, as it were, so happy with it, they forgot about Jerry Ghana. I said, don't worry. Just remember Nigerians. And the second line, by Bond, what is the second line? No, not Airtel. Glow. There was Airtel and then Glow. All right? So many of them were coming and were telling Nigerians, it's expensive now, don't worry. The time is coming when they will be begging you. At that time, it was so expensive to have a line. You need to have a lot of money to buy, but we were telling people. And I thank God I was the Minister of Information. Don't worry, it will become cheap later. It is expensive. It's not cheap now. Are they not arguing for you now? By the time I asked yesterday when I was writing this paper, we have over 200 million lines from 500. Please put your hands together for PDP. So the PDP has really done well. And the PDP is ready to do more. Are you ready? PDP, are you ready? Nigeria is in trouble. Are you ready to rescue Nigeria? Well, I must conclude. There are so many, at the final part of my paper, I'm making a few suggestions there, that whoever is given the opportunity of really being our candidate must give Nigerians a very clear program. And I'm suggesting there about 7 major programs. I don't have the time to really go through it, but we must promote stability and good governance. We must ensure peace and security. We must transform this national economy to create wealth. Nigerians are tired of poverty, and there are tremendous resources there. I'm a geographer. There are so many resources in Nigeria. We have no business being poor. The whole of Kogi State alone can, the whole of Nigeria. I'm telling you. Or Niger State. Or any of these states. So many. There is no state in Nigeria where we don't have viable, wonderful mineral resources. But you know what is happening now? Because Nigeria is the most attractive economy in the entire world. If you want to grow your money, come to Nigeria. And many of them want to come. But they think, and because I don't have the time to get back to APC, you read it, but the one thing I have to point out is that they are becoming, and they're being, very evil gatekeepers. So many people want to come to Nigeria to invest. When they bring their money, they sit on the money. They don't allow the money to really get into the economy. I can tell you that PDP Nigerians are crying out for you. There are billions out there wanting to come to Nigeria to invest. If the chairman were to permit me, I will tell you now, if those resources already here wanting to just come to invest, if they were allowed to really perform, believe you me, the Naira dollar, something that is now over 1,600, isn't it? The exchange rate, 1,600. In our days, it was 167. About 760%, 760% devaluation, terrible. And money wants to come. But people are keeping it up because this is very artificial. Some people are becoming billionaires because they have little dollars to bring in and become. When PDP takes over, are you ready? We shall crush that. And believe me, the new rate will be so wonderful. Nigeria will grow. Every zone, we have about 6 zones. We are not just targeting a few billions. We are targeting trillions. And they are willing to come because there is nowhere else to invest. 200 million people, that's the market. Resources, labor, everything is there to grow your money. The returns on investment in Nigeria are one of the best in the world. So please, these people that are governing now, I think they are too selfish, too self-centered, so wicked, so deceived. PDP, I'm appealing to you, on behalf of the founding fathers, get ready, take over, and do well for Nigeria. So, my dear key leaders, members, your loyalty to this great party is the bedrock of our revival. We salute you. The Nigerian people, hope is not lost. A new PDP is emerging. A new PDP is being reformed. It's going to be responsive. It's going to give excellent leadership. It's going to move things forward. We shall not rest until Nigeria is rescued, until our economy works, until our schools and hospitals function, until security is restored, until our democracy thrives, until our national economy transforms and really create wealth so that poverty is banished from the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The solution for this country is not the way they are doing it. When they left, when the British left, Papa was up and down, going east, west, north, south. The beautiful part of it was that he said to them, look, we can manage ourselves. Queen Victoria created the amalgamation. She didn't bother. The British didn't bother whether you are culturally affiliated or not. But they planted 2 evils when they left here. And we are yet to solve those problems. What are the 2 evils? Tribalism and religious bigotry. Now, my great-grandfather was a reverend by the British. I don't know where he got that. I think they named him George. From Lagos State, Eleshi, George Eleshi. My great-grandmother was from Nupe. Now, if you come to Lagos, we have a place, Oshodi. The traditional masquerade of the Takpa people are still there till today. So when I hear people talk about tribalism, whatever, religious bigotry, my older sister married a Muslim. I sent her and her husband to the holy pilgrimage. She died. In fact, where they lived, they wanted to build a mosque. I contributed. The day she graduated from the Quranic school, I was there. She was born a Christian. She was raised a Christian. But she passed on last year. And I saw something at that burial. Gave me another introspection of what on earth is life all about. The way the Christians bury dead people and the way the Muslims bury, we need to, it's a lesson. Before I got to her house, she had been wrapped up. I said, what is this? She said, wrapped up. Yes, she's going. She died on the Salah day. The chief imam came and said, look, we need to quickly you must get to the mosque 10 minutes before 9 o'clock, because otherwise, after the prayers, people were going to slaughter the ram. And so, my best friend in Nigeria today I was on exile. I was a director under General Dia. Thank God I was retired before that phantom coup. It was Baba who came after he was released that asked me to come back. And when the whole arrangement started, I was able to listen in. My great-grand-uncle was the first Nigerian politician in this country, and that is late Papa Abat Macaulay. It was him who carried out the establishment of a political party in 1922 and said, look, who are these Oyibo people that are here? That they went to universities with them. Some of them didn't even go to any university. That the solution for this country is not the way they are doing it. When they left, when the British left, Papa was up and down, going east, west, north, south. The beautiful part of it was that he said to them, look, we can manage ourselves. Queen Victoria created the amalgamation. She didn't bother. The British didn't bother whether you are culturally affiliated or not. But they planted two evils when they left here. And we are yet to solve those problems. What are the two evils? Tribalism and religious bigotry. Now, my great-grandfather was a reverend by the British. I don't know where he got that. I think they named him George. From Lagos State, Eleshi, George Eleshi. My great-grandmother was from Nupe. Now, if you come to Lagos, we have a place, Oshodi. The traditional masquerade of the Takpa people are still there till today. So when I hear people talk about tribalism, whatever, religious bigotry, my older sister married a Muslim. I sent her and her husband to the holy pilgrimage. She died. In fact, where they lived, They wanted to build a mosque. I contributed. The day she graduated from the Quranic school, I was there. She was born a Christian. She was raised a Christian. But she passed on last year. And I saw something at that burial. Gave me another introspection of what on earth is life all about. The way the Christians bury dead people and the way the Muslims bury, we need to, it's a lesson. Before I got to her house, she had been wrapped up. I said, what is this? She said, wrapped up. Yes, she's going. She died on the Salah day. The chief imam came and said, look, we need to quickly you must get to the mosque 10 minutes before 9 o'clock, because otherwise, after the prayers, people were going to slaughter the ram. And so, my best friend in Nigeria today can't we, in all honesty, stand with an organization? A rolling stone gathers no much. I have appealed to many of our people. Where are you going? You know, I got to a point where I said, I looked at them. Bala is inviting them, the president. Who knows Bala than me? The one who headed out now, what was he doing with him from 1998? What was he doing? He would have been president of this country since 2007. Perpetually, he was undermining the governance that he served. I told him face to face, why are you doing this? Immediately, they now headed to ADC or whatever. I pleaded with them. And those of our friends who are there, I want to beg you. Tell them, this man threw him under the bus the first time. He couldn't get the ticket in 2007. Now, those who are still going there, tell the truth to power. Why should you be afraid? We're already on the 8th floor of life. There is no organization anywhere, political or otherwise, even management, that will never have any crisis. But your competence, your ability to sit, shut the doors, tell yourself some serious home truths, will be a measure of your competence to the public that are looking forward to you to say, let me follow this party. They know us. They are asking for us. Please, those who are still friendly there, tell them, because after the convention period, the party is sealed. Even if we have few who are committed, who are dedicated, who are selfless, we will win. Because Nigerians know this party than any other party. I beg you, tell my stories to them. That's why all these young boys at the television station, they won't let me rest. I will tell you the truth. What am I afraid for? I beg you. And those of you who who are still here, you remain the agents of this party. You remain the only source of truth, justice, and fairness for Nigeria. I can't see any solution from any other political party except grab power, share the money, father, son, and the wife. Is that what you want for your country? We suffered it. We know who this character is. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. When we go on from now, let us exercise one thing: the trust in the Almighty God. If you put your trust in God, you fear nobody. I plead with you. It is possible. It is just self-inflicted wahala we have put ourselves. We will resolve it. In particular, let me talk to my brothers from the Southeast. I have 2 beautiful children, 3, who are products of Southeast. I beg you. There is nothing, you can't win all the time. But if it is in the corporate interest of this great nation, please, when the time comes for you, nobody can stop it. If the Almighty God has decided that it is your turn, wait for that your turn. Sometimes you ask God, he says, no, it's not yet time. Why are you angry? By the time it will be your turn, you won't even, you won't have any problems. It shall be well with our country. Let me leave you with this. I have something here which I want to read to you. The earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. The earth provides enough for every man's needs, but not enough for every man's greed. Let our party rise. Let us be the advertisers for this great party. Prof, I want to thank you for this opportunity. We will from today reenact what he has done here in every zone to make sure that the party has resurrected. We had our crisis. We've been able to resolve the crisis. We are moving forward, and with God behind us, we will reach that land of freedom. Thank you.
I'm highly delighted to be here on behalf of myself and my colleagues, your governors, those that are now facing the challenges of a diminishing membership of our forum. Everybody knows that the governors are here working very hard together with the NWC to ensure that this party stands. We want to assure Nigerians and us, indeed our founding fathers who convened this forum, that the governors are working with the National Assembly, the caucuses of the National Assembly and the National Working Committee to ensure that we stand on our own, to keep the flag flying of the PDP, the umbrella covering the people. And we are guided by the guiding principles of what our erudite leader has said here today, why PDP was formed and where it is going. Bequeathing good governance in our states. At the risk of sounding immodest, we are doing very well as governors. And we are doing it with humility and knowledge and hindsight that we are now having the burden of carrying the flag of the PDP that are known for good governance. for inclusion, for living legacies and landmarks. You go to Adamawa, you can see the infrastructure there. How the state has been folded and made to come to maximum productivity in terms of good governance that is there. You go to Bayelsa, the same thing. We are doing our best. We don't want to compare ourselves with our colleagues because we are all equal. But we are competing harmoniously and competing positively to make sure we excel. You go to Oyo, you see what the young man, Shea Makinde, is doing. Even carrying out projects and programs that are within the realm of the federal government. You will see what Dauda is doing in Zamfara. It is the first time you have a new lease of life going on there, fighting insecurity, providing infrastructure, even building an airport within a very short time. You go to Taraba, the food basket. Even those who left us, they were inflicted positively by the good spirit of the PDP. In Delta, the same thing. Maybe it will relapse because they have joined APC now. But certainly you have seen how they made good for us in terms of provision of good governance. You go to Akwa Ibom, the same PDP spirit. You go to Plateau, they never knew there was good governance until Caleb came. You need to see what the young man is doing. I don't have to assess myself. You know what we are doing. But certainly, I have summarized this just to underscore what the prolific speaker has said, Professor Jerry Ghana, the guiding principles of the party. We don't want to disparage the party. Yes, as the national chairman has said, we have a lot of challenges. And some of these challenges are self-inflicted injuries, deep-seated indiscipline. They were built up over the years. This National Working Committee, I think you have our confidence as governors because you are working very well. Yes, we have issues, but today you see we are together. The National Secretary has assumed his position because we are guided by the rule of law. We even had to go to INEC to find out the position of the regulator. You don't fight your regulator. And that's why we're here, creating harmony and reconciliation. As governors, we are working behind the working committee. We must thank you. They have even agreed to go if their presence is a problem. I want to tell you they have agreed to go early than their tenure. What can be more sacrificial than that? They have done that. Our state chapters are working very hard with little resources. I call them our portraits. Today we don't have any faction in our states, irrespective of what happened. It is intact. And that is why the futility of living as is imminent. It's tangible, you can touch it. If somebody wants to leave PDP to go to another place, how is this smart in thought and in thinking? Because the PDP has history, has a legacy, has a structure everywhere. And the governors are doing their best. But because we are being hunted, and we know what we are going through, and it is not for us to be coward, to be talking about it. Yes, politics is local. Some may go for certain reasons, certain permutations, certain calculations. But I think they will be proved wrong. Even our elders that have gone, we don't want to diminish them. We don't want to denigrate them or abuse them. We are telling them with humility, come back. That's what the national chairman has said. Come back. This is the house you have built where there are governors, where there are senators, members of the houses, speakers, offices, local government chairmen. You are going to a party that has no office. How is that smart? How do you want me to leave PDP with this and go to a place where there is a nullity? So this is the thought. But certainly, we reason with them maybe in terms of their own calculation. They want to actualize their aspiration to get tickets. But do you want to get ticket and lose? So please come back. You have no reason to go anywhere. I discussed with Professor Jerry Ghana the restoration of peaceful and orderly and harmonious relation within the PDP. We don't want to join issues with anybody or call names out of humility and respect for our elders who spoke to us. But certainly, as the chairman has said, we cannot take indiscipline to a level where it becomes contagious. If you are in PDP, you are in PDP. You cannot be in PDP and be in the coalition with another party. We cannot take this, with all respect. But you have all the time to decide. Coalition is an aberration. Yes, I said it. You cannot belong to two places. You cannot be an Aphrodite. You cannot be a man and a woman at the same time. The PDP is a man, and we are moving. But we will still give you opportunity to have a thought because you are our leaders. But if you are going, don't demarcate us. Demarcating the PDP is not fair. Most of you actualized your political aspirations through this party. Some of them left us and caused our loss in 2015. And yet we accommodated them. And they left and came back. Some of them became governors. And some of them took tickets. This is PDP for you. It is only in PDP you get that. But certainly, we still respect them. But they should respect us too. Respect is reciprocal. We are not afraid of anybody in politics. We are standing firm behind you to work for you and for Nigerians. And we are not going to join issues. I listened to what our youth leader said from Kaduna. I am very proud of you. Stand up to be recognized. He spoke very well about this issue. As a young man, I am so ashamed. I'm also reaching the level of elder statesman. I will soon retire. When I saw him spoke, I knew Nigeria has hope because the young people have vision. They know what they want. So we are working with the National Working Committee to ensure that we have our NEC and our convention, and to have leaders that will be recruited in terms of leadership recruitment by you, who will take us to confront the APC and other parties. In doing that, we need every hand on deck. We don't need distraction. We don't want anybody to take us to the other side where we will be abusing each other. At least our founding father and mothers have said it all. We don't have to join issues and engage in unnecessary squabbles or abuses. But certainly, we want to be visionary, to be straightforward and focused. We beg our members to be patient with us. We are working together with all the governors that are remaining, and we are even giving benefit of doubt to those who left. And Monday, they will realize and come back because they don't belong to the other side. When they come, it is always the tradition of PDP to accept them. Even other governors from other parties may come back to PDP if we get it right. And every section, every zone will be free to actualize its ambition or aspiration to govern Nigeria, to contribute positively to the growth and development of the country. I thank you, our founding fathers, for giving us the opportunity, for having faith in us. We'll work together with the National Working Committee and all the leaders of the party to convoke one of the best conventions that PDP had ever had, so that we can provide a credible alternative or platform for Nigerians to actualize their aspirations. Thank you very much.
led by this party. A young man who had cut his political teeth studying under the feet of our revered leader, Alhaji Adamu Chiroma of blessed memory. His clarity of thought, discipline, and peace belief in Nigeria's democratic promise shaped not only my outlook, but also my lifelong commitment to the ideals of this great party and the Nigerian project. This gathering is more than symbolic. It is a affirmation that the People's Democratic Party is alive, resolute, and focused on reclaiming its rightful place at the center of Nigeria's political life. But first, we must honor the sacrifices of our party's founding visionaries, and we remember with profound respect the brave architects of our party's foundation, the likes of Dr. Alex Ikweme, whose moral courage and intellect led the G34 in challenging military dictatorship. Chief Solomon Lar, our first national chairman, whose bridge building spirit united our diversity. Alhaji Adamu Chiroma, whose vision, discipline, and mentorship shaped a generation of leaders, including myself here. Alhaji Abubakar Rimi, a fearless advocate for democratic governance, whose progressive politics and principled leadership gave voice to and energized the grassroots. The erudite Professor Jerry Gana, whose unflinching voice for justice and democracy continues to inspire us. My list is by no means exhaustive, but I pray and I also pay respect and homage to all our founding fathers and mothers here and the one we are soon to join in good faith. Indeed, our founding fathers stood firm for democracy at a time when it wasn't popular or even safe to do so. They endure intimidation, harassment, and in some cases face detention. Yet, they choose principle over comfort and conviction over convenience. My dear leaders, party faithful ladies and gentlemen, the PDP was not born out of convenience. It was born out of necessity to dismantle authoritarianism and restore democratic governance. Since our historic founding in August 1998, the PDP's journey has been marked by triumphs and trials. Like any living institution, we have faced internal rifts, betrayals, and moments of national disappointment. In 2013, we witnessed one of such practices that shook us to our very core. The group of party leaders walked away from our party seeking new alliances. Today, we witness yet another. But history reminds us that splinters may form, but they do not define the tree. Movements built on political expediency collapse when confronted by lasting values, which the PDP has. As a party, we do not respond to these challenges with bitterness, though they are often unpleasant. Instead, we rest in the assurance that the People's Democratic Party remains the only political platform in Nigeria whose foundation was built on national consensus, democratic inclusion, and a clear vision for Nigeria's future to return to power to the people. We are not easily shaken because our roots run deep. The PDP offers more than a political structure. It embodies ideological clarity, resilience of spirit, and the staying power to stand and overcome turbulent winds. But we may also confront the hard truth. Much of the injury the PDP has suffered has been self-inflicted. From the Obasanjo era to this moment, we have too often jettisoned ideology in favor of personal ambition. This has cost us dearly. Yet, there is still a beauty that exists only in the PDP. Our founding vision, our commitment to internal democracy, and our true national outlook. These are not ordinary attributes. They are the very pillars that made and have sustained the PDP at the bedrock of Nigeria's democratic journey. As you can see, we are the only party standing since 1998. These remain our guiding strengths. However, let it be said and known that our doors remain open to those who wish to return. And it is my earnest prayer that in their return, they may rediscover themselves. After all, we are still the party that gave many their first political home. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we must not lose sight of the bigger picture. The People's Democratic Party was never conceived as a mere vehicle for political ambition. It was born out of national crisis of conscience when the late Chief Bala famously described those 5 political parties as 5 fingers of a leprous hand. It was a dummy indictment of their indistinguishable emptiness. The PDP then emerged to offer the nation a credible alternative, rooted in principle, moral, and ideological clarity, and broad-based national consensus. And indeed, that critical moment in our history, the PDP rescued Nigeria from bleak pit. Today, again, Nigeria is in dire need of direction. Our democratic values are under strain because of living crisis our people. The younger generation is losing faith in leadership, and the economy continues to suffer in depressing stagnancy. In this moment, as in times of the past, the PDP must rise as a vessel of real hope and a voice of reason. This conference is therefore not a formality, but a strategic reckoning. It gives us the opportunity to realign with our core values of discipline, loyalty, inclusive governance, and policy-driven leadership. We have spent too much trying to reconcile. Now we must truly do it and move forward. Let us draw renewed strength and purpose from the wisdom of our founding fathers gathered here today. Let us leave this hall not merely with speeches, but as sons and daughters who have been guided, corrected, and inspired by elders, resolved to build our party and reclaim our national mandate with the ultimate goal of healing and rebuilding a nation that has been badly beaten and deeply fractured. I thank every party member for standing firm. I honor our founding fathers for their sacrifices that still light our path. And I give you this assurance that under your guidance, with the determination of millions of loyal members across the country, we will not fail. will rise to the challenge, and yes, the center will hold again. To our members, remain resilient. Our past has proven that self-inflicted wounds can be healed. If we return to our core and rise above personal interests, there remains a bright and redemptive future for the PDP and Nigeria. I want to use this opportunity, which has not been in my speech, to also use this opportunity to tell our members, PDP is one. If you belong to PDP, you belong to PDP. If you can't have two parties at a time, it's better you either stay or leave us in peace. We will pick our pieces to make sure that we are one. Thank you very much.